I finally found one of my most wanted items for my collection that I have been searching for years. So we're gonna take a small road trip over into Portland. Let's get to driving. So this whole thing was completely unexpected, and I had no plans on buying anything this expensive anytime soon, but there's a little bit of a funny story, so let me explain. A few months ago, I was at a Goodwill, and I happened to come across a bunch of Rihanna vinyl records. These were all brand new, factory sealed, and it looked like they had maybe come from a Target. They were a Target exclusive, limited edition, something special, and they were like $7 or $8 each. They were pretty cheap. I ended up getting just under 70 of them from Goodwill. We ended up putting, I think, 5 into the store's inventory to sell at the store. I think we have 2 of those left, so 3 of them have sold. And I sent 65 of them into Amazon to be sold there. And they all sold within 1 week. That was 65 copies selling for $34 a piece. And that added up to be quite a bit of money. And so that money was going to my bank account. And kind of at the same time, I saw something on Facebook about Bitcoin surging to $100,000. And I was like, oh shoot, I have some Bitcoin that I forgot about. My Bitcoin was from 2021 and 2022. I had an automatic purchase set up, so every week it would buy $50 worth of Bitcoin. That stopped in 2022, and it just sat there and I forgot about it. At the time when I had stopped buying it, I had put in $2,200, and when I checked yesterday morning, because I saw that it had went up to 100,000, I had now $7,700 in there. So I decided just to sell it all real quick, and so that money was also coming to my account. And that money got here before the Rihanna money, but it's all kind of the same thing, right? It was all money that was just coming into my account, and I was like, you know what? This is really, really cool. This is some unexpected money that I wasn't planning on having. And then I saw a listing on Facebook. And so this listing, as you can see, was showing a beautiful fiber optic Nintendo 64 sign for sale with pickup in Portland. And Portland is 10 minutes from my store. It's right across the river. And this guy had been posting this sign for well over a year, and I've seen it. He originally started it out at like 5,000 or something like that, maybe 4,800. And the cheapest I had ever seen him post it for was 4,000. And I was like, it's really, really cool. I would love to have it. I've always wanted this sign, but 4,000 is just a lot of money. And every time I would see it posted, it was at a time when I was like not ready to spend that kind of money on something. So it never lined up, and I never ended up getting it from him before. But this morning, I saw it posted for 3,000, which is a huge price reduction. That's 25% off. And when you're talking about thousands of dollars, even a 5 or 10% discount is a lot, but this was a 25% discount. So I couldn't pass it up because I had this extra money coming in from Rihanna and from Bitcoin. I had to pounce on it. So I'm finally home after work today, and I am so excited to show you guys this sign. Like I said earlier in the video, this has been one of my most wanted items for years. And I've only ever seen a few in person, and of course they're never for sale because these are always at game stores. We just saw one on my road trip with Cody at another castle, and of course it was not for sale. But that does not matter anymore because I finally have one, and look how beautiful it is. So here it is in kind of a lower light setting. I turned off most of the other lights in the room, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, the lights are all fiber optic. They're kind of programmed to like blink and change color in a specific sequence, which you can see. But now I'm going to shut the lights off completely so you can really see how awesome it is. Oh my God. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. What a beautiful sign. Guys, I've wanted this thing for such a long time. Every time I see it in person, I just cannot believe how amazing it is. And the fact that I have it now in my collection is crazy. I still can't really believe it because this whole thing happened so quick. I saw the listing for it this morning, and now, this evening, it's in my possession. This may not be super, super exciting for some of you guys out there, but Nintendo 64 has been my favorite console for such a long time. It has my #1 favorite game of all time on it, which is Super Mario 64. And I love collecting. I love Nintendo 64, and I love signage and statues and kiosks and all that kind of stuff that was never available for sale back in the day, so it's really, really hard to find now. And this is kind of the holy grail for Nintendo 64 signage collectors. The fiber optic sign is it's just incredibly cool. You can see how awesome it is, but on top of that, it's just really, really hard to find. When you do find it, it's extremely expensive, and a lot of times the lights and stuff either don't work or some of them are burnt out or whatever. And this one is original as well. You can replace them with like LED lights, which honestly is probably better for the sign overall, because the lights that are in here now, they do put off a little bit of heat. I had it plugged in earlier at the store just so I could check it out. It was plugged in for maybe like half an hour, maybe an hour. And when I unplugged it and picked it up, the sign was physically warm. So switching them out for LEDs is something I maybe will consider doing in the future, but it's just so freaking cool. I love having it, and I can't believe that it all just happened so quick. And it happened at the perfect time, because if I didn't get that money from the Rihanna vinyl or from the Bitcoin sale, there's no way that I was going to drop $3,000 on a sign or anything. And yeah, it just was the right place and the right time. So that's gonna be it for this one, guys. A little bit of a shorter video for you, but I had to just document this pickup because I'm still in awe. I can't believe it. I'm probably gonna be displaying this at our store once we move to our new location. But for now, for the next however many months, it's gonna be here in the game room. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.